I think we need more smaller apartments in The Sims 4 because there are so many apartments where you can just fit an entire 8 Sim family in there with like extra space, another room, and most of the apartments are like this. There's minimal that are small and would only be suitable for 1 to like 3 4 Sims. I want more of that. Anyway, let's get into proving my point that you can fit an entire family into a Sims build. Look, in actuality, I'm pretty sure it's only 7 Sims that are living in this build, but it still proves my point because I had an extra room and I had a lot of extra space, and I just think I think apartments in The Sims are so unrealistic for this point because why can I have an entire family live in this apartment? I know apartments exist like that, I'm not saying that, but I just want smaller apartments. Like, there's so much emphasis on having massive apartments in The Sims, and like, why? Like, that's not what The Sims is like. And I'm pretty sure I had 2 bathrooms in this from memory, and it's just, there's so much space in this apartment building and in many of the apartments like it. I just want a studio apartment, you know, like where one Sim lives and it's like basically all out in the open, and I can barely have that without like adding an extra room and platforming it up to pretend it doesn't exist in the apartment and stuff like that. It's just so annoying. I don't know if people agree with me or not, because I feel like maybe some people will be like, that's stupid, like I want to play with my family in an apartment, and I get that sort of gameplay, and I'm not against having bigger apartments. I just think we need some smaller ones, you know what I mean? Like, even the apartments that came with eco living are a better example of what apartments are actually like, because this apartment is basically the size of a house that I would build, and that it just makes no sense to me. It just messes up my brain, you know what I mean? Because why is that a thing? Anyway, funnily enough, well, actually, this has nothing to do. I don't know. That was not a good conjoining sentence. I was just going to say, I'm literally filming this at 12 a.m. And it's not because I needed to film so badly and I had no videos. Like, tomorrow's my filming day. So, like, I'm taking a bit of pressure off tomorrow. But I just, like, couldn't sleep. And I was like, I, like, have nothing to do. I don't want to sit there just, like, watching a show. I'm just going to film because filming gets me so tired. Okay, for context, I like all through high school, pretty much all through high school, I'd say like the second year of high school, I did acting, right? And like performing, all that, since I was like 14. So why is filming like so tiring compared to that? Because I think filming, personally, this is where I think I find filming so tiring, even with the experience of acting. It's because of like talking to yourself for an extended period of time with nobody listening or responding back to you, especially when you're talking about things that are just like trivia. I don't know, like, I mean, you're not usually talking to yourself. That's the thing. We as humans have no practice, I guess, talking to ourselves, and if we are, it's usually like within our heads. Like, you'll be like thinking about something, like, I mean, that's not really talking to yourself, but you know what I mean. But talking out loud to yourself, it's like different. And also, I think the reason it's different to acting, personally for me, is because in acting, usually, depending on what you're doing, it kind of depends, you'll have a script. Even if you've written that script yourself, you still have that script and you are performing the same lines over and over again, and it becomes a repetition, and it becomes kind of like a work in a way, not in the way, okay, maybe not for all work, but it comes just like a repeated process that is the same every time, or like something minimal changes. But with filming, nothing is ever the same. I'm not creating the same exact work, and also what I say is not scripted. If anyone ever thought that my videos were scripted, I don't think they did, because if you did, I would be a bit concerned, because sometimes I go off on the weirdest of tangents, like I am now. But my videos aren't scripted, so there's like just the element of I don't know what to say, and I have to think about what to say, and then I have to continue talking. And sometimes videos, I have like 30 minutes. Okay, if I'm doing speed builds, it's a controlled time, because there's obviously a set time the speed build goes for, and I will never do a speed build over 20 minutes anymore. I used to when I first started my channel, because I didn't really understand how to, like, I did make them faster, but just like not, I'd make it like 200% faster, which does basically nothing when I was filming for 4 hours, and I just like cut out massive bits because I was like, this was too long. Now I understand how to like do it, so I'll never have a speed build over 20 minutes. If I'm filming though, that's just like I don't know what to say, just like not like actually playing the game actively, like live, not live because I'm filming it, but like if I'm actively playing the game, I could be filming for up to an hour. If it's the 100 baby challenge or the legacy challenge, I could be filming for up to 2 hours, I would say, probably longer depending. I usually, as I've said this before, but obviously not a lot of people know, if you know you don't know, I film like kind of one day a week, or if I film at night sometimes it's more, but I'll film on Sundays. That is my filming day because I'm a university student, so I don't have a lot of time to just spend time each day filming and uploading. Like I don't know, and like the thing is I don't really know if that makes sense to people, because people be like, it's still the same amount of time that you're spending filming and up and like editing and stuff, and I'm like, that's so true. Like it would be, but it's just like if I can sit down and film for like 4 hours, right, then it's just over for the week. And it's not that I don't enjoy it, I love filming, but like then it's like I don't have to focus every day, be like, I need to set out this amount of time to film and edit, because sometimes it's unpredictable, and sometimes like, and especially with editing, I prefer to just do all my editing in one lot and then just get it, like, because I love editing as well, but like I can't sit down for 20 minutes and just edit one video. Not 20, that's like an understatement of the year. Well, depending, speed builds usually don't need much editing because I just kind of talk, it's already there, and if I've already edited the speed build, which doesn't take that long, it probably should take me longer though, because sometimes I have some mess ups and I just kind of sit there, because that's what I do sometimes when I'm filming. I get up, I need to go grab a snack, I need to drink water, I need to answer a call, not that anyone's calling me, but anyway, yeah, so it's just, that's the vibe. Can't even remember why I got on that tangent, but yeah, that's why I'm filming at 12. It's just because I couldn't sleep. It's not that I didn't have videos and all that. But also it's great because I have an assignment due on Monday, which I've actually finished apart from my bibliography, which is great that I finished. It was actually insane. Okay, y'all know I started uni this year. If you don't know, I started uni this year at the start of this year. I'm in Australia, so our school year starts, well, for university it starts in March. For school, for like primary and high school, it will start January, February, and it goes till the school year will end for uni around October, maybe the month before that. I'm not too sure. I haven't been through that experience yet. But for primary and high school, it will go until usually November to December, depending on what type of school you go to and stuff. So our years kind of like go with the year that you kind of have, you know, like the start of the year to the end of the year. So that confuses you, you know, if you're like, oh, you started uni, but like school in my country hasn't started yet. In my country it has. So yeah, basically that's the story that I'm telling. So I started uni this year, and you know, assignments, I'm a bit of a last minute Larry, if you will, as many people that I've met in uni are. You know, sometimes it's just like easier to start things last minute because you know that you have to get it done. It was like my English assignment. So I am an English and politics major, just for context. My English assignment the other day, for a whole week before the assignment was due, every day I'd sit down to do it, and I'd sit there for an hour staring at a blank screen. I was like, I don't have to do this yet because it's not due yet. So in my mind it's like, it's not important yet. And then the day before I was like, now I know that I have to get it done. So I did it all in one shot. Anyway, but my well-being class, the assignment that I had, I actually finished it on like Wednesday, I want to say. I think it was Wednesday, but then I had to like get one little bit clarified. But then I only have the bibliography now, which is kind of the worst part. It's not hard. If you've ever done a bibliography, you know, it's like, it's not hard, it's just annoying to do, and like you have to check everything to make sure it's in the right reference style. If you aren't in university or don't have to reference yet, you're lucky. I did have to reference in high school, mainly for the same reason I did psychology. Also, wellbeing, in my context, the wellbeing class I'm doing is really psychology, but it's just the psychology of wellbeing, if that makes any sense. If it doesn't, so sorry. Don't know how to explain to you. It's just basically like psychological factors of, well, that's what a psychology is, but like it's just the psychological factors of like being mentally well, if That makes sense. I don't know. Honestly, the class is a little confusing to all of us in it, so it's okay if you don't understand it. But anyway, I finished my assignment like days early and I was like so proud. But then I have a politics essay, which I have to do. Yeah, this is a 7 sim household, which like, again, it's an apartment, so that's like kind of crazy to me. So I'm like, why would I be able to fit 7 sims? I could have fit 8 because I have an office. You saw it built earlier. I put an office in this build. There's still a lot of extra space here, and you could have had like 2 kids in the same bedroom or anything, and they all pretty much have double beds apart from like 2 kids. It's so insane to me that apartments can be this big, because like at least where I live, no apartment is this big. Like I don't think you could buy an apartment this big, even if you had all the money. Maybe if you had all the money in the world, but like, you know what I mean? I've never seen an apartment that fits this many people comfortably. It just annoys me, like on a personal level, that all like so many apartments are this big. Anyway, that was my rant before. I won't like re-go on my rant because it was probably annoying, but anyway, I never know what to like say in these speed builds. And I, you know, because like I exhaust one topic and then I just don't have anything to say. It's like I can't start another topic because there's only like 3 minutes left of this speed build. So I don't want to like completely start another topic, but I don't want to leave you all hanging on my life. But how are you guys? If you've made it this far into the video, hello, hi. If you're new here, sup, what's poppin', what's going on? You know how earlier I was like, if you didn't know if my videos are scripted or not, this is a pretty good indicator that they were never scripted. Because yeah. Anyway, I could script them. I thought about it, honestly, I did think about it, because as I was mentioning before, I write like scripts and stuff. Not really screenwriting. I mean, would this be what type of script do you think like YouTube scripts would be considered? Screenwriting? Probably like in a more theoretical sense. I don't know. When I think of screenwriting, I'm like movies, TV shows, that kind of thing. But anyway, I have some experience in like writing scripts and stuff. So I could. But do I want to? No, because I think it's more authentic like this. And honestly, if I wrote scripts, I would sit here and be like, and then today this happened, and then yesterday I was here, and how are you all doing? I hope you're well. And that's not authentic to me, because if you knew me in real life, or like if you can already guess, that's just not my vibe of how I talk or like exist in the world. You know, I don't, that's just not me personally. So I feel like people would be able to see through it if I was like that. Also, another qualm I have with like apartments, why are all the walls so high? Because I get that in some apartments it's like this, and that's just how it is, and you can't change it. And that's another thing I have, another issue with just not being able to change apartments, but that's whatever. But why are they all always so high? I don't want to live in a house with this high walls and windows that are that high, which in my house would literally not be in the room anymore. They'd be on the roof. It just annoys me. I don't know. Do other people feel this way, or other people like, it's just something you got to deal with? Because like, I get that you can't change it, but it's just annoying. And it's same with the windows. And I understand the sentiment of it being like, in real life, you can't change the way an apartment looks. So why would you be able to in The Sims? I get that. Authenticity at its finest. But why can't we have the option? You know what I mean? Not even to like change the outside, because I get it's a like graphic issue, because if you could change the actual shape of the apartment, it would be an issue. But windows, entryway doors, and just like the wall height, I feel like there should be some kind of cheat where you can do it. Like, I'm pretty sure there's mods that you can download. I mean, the tool mod technically could kind of work for it. I'm not sure how good it would work for wall height, but like, oh, anyway, we're at the end of the build. But anyway, I just wish there was some cheat to fix it. But this is my 7 sim build. I really wish I didn't leave that end in, because it just would have been nice to look at it like that. But yeah, this is my 7 sim apartment build. I like it. I did build it ages ago. So if you're looking at like, that's terrible building, I know, I agree with you. But I still have like 4 speed builds we got to get through from my building phase from the start of when I started this channel. So we're going to get through them. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know. Leave a like thumbs up or something. I never know what to tell people. I don't want you to feel like you have to do anything. But like, let me know if you do like it or don't. You're free to do whatever you want. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a lovely day, midnight, midnight, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!